Stars Without Numbers, Crew Expendable, Season 1, Episode 6. We are in January 2020, and...
I'm Peter the GM, and to my left, X playing Y.
Mark playing not the real name, the psychic.
Devin playing Mother, the expert.
Tyler playing Jaden Soon, the fearless captain.
So guys, what happened last time? Who remembers?
Fuck, that was like a decade ago.
Well, it was last decade.
Then, right?
So we were in a hive
Anything's possible with Hillary in the White House.
called Abulajo Blotakana.
What?
Okay. I think he's having a stroke.
Star Wars generator did you get that from?
Do you smell burnt toast?
Yeah.
That's him coming up with Battlestar Galactica episode ideas.
Well, every planet here uses different languages, so some names are kind of weird. I don't remember which planet was that, but...
It's where we were. And we spent 2 weeks engaging in mercantilism, and then we headed out. Spent a lot of time spiking, driving through metaspace. I underwent a psych evaluation with Mother. I think I was the last of the crew to do that. Natma already had his. Then we landed on Roma Secunda again. We picked up some weapons, we crafted some weapons, we went on a bit of a shopping spree because we were flush with cash. And then we spiked out to Schillos and arrived on the 20th of April.
Yeah. Well, 22nd. So yeah, you guys sold like 1 million credits worth of guns there, as far as I remember, and bought way more worth of rare minerals.
Oh, yeah.
All I remember from last session is we ended up being rich.
Yes, exactly. You bought like 2,000 units of rare earth metals.
And this is the potential to be an absolutely nightmare trade.
Yeah. So, I guess you guys spent a little bit of time on the planet, being flushed with cash / enjoying yourself. What have you guys been up to in this planet? Everybody remember what Schillos was about?
Nope.
Not a bit. We didn't prep this at all.
Okay, so Schillos is a tech level 2 world. It's a friendly for tyranny. So you have some warlords that are using far traders to arm themselves so they can conduct more wars and so on. And they're trying to appeal to you guys, giving you preferential treatments and so on, especially when you're bringing weapons. And so you guys brought so much, then you could just live in luxury here for a while, as you guys enjoy yourselves. All the
I think we've
debauchery
got
and everything
some
you want.
surgery and convalescence to do.
Yeah, didn't we cut you open and make you better?
Yeah, I was getting some cybernetics. There's 2 cybernetic systems we picked up. We were just waiting for an excuse to install them.
Sure, you can get some stuff from some cyber doctor here. So do you have already all that?
We already bought them on the
No, I
on
didn't
the
say you got
list.
the stats all figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already...
Are they on your character sheet?
No, probably not.
Well, I guess best do that. Tyler, anything you've been up to?
I've been milling about with the locals, not the people who are trying to... Well, maybe a bit with the people who are trying to schmooze with us, but also just sort of blending into the local cantinas and bars. Trying to find other merchants and traders and pick up some hot tips, any news, any valuable commodities hitting the market, any places that are undergoing scarcity.
Well, the planet has a good deal of far traders, so there's that. Definitely, you can pick up some contacts here. Meet up with your old friend. What was his name? Remember that guy?
Fucking...
Why do you even ask?
Enjoying this?
Yes, it was Star Guy Nebula Pants. Right?
Dr. Henry Killinger.
Well, it was episode 2, guys. I think.
This is the guy. This is guy we got
Which
duped
guy
and
are we
locked
talking
into
about?
Well, your contact that you met there. Weston Ryant. Remember? Remember your friend? Okay, doesn't matter. What was Mother doing?
What's Mother up to? She's staying in her room, continuing her research and development to make these two idiots immortal. That they don't want, because they don't want to steal illegal immortality stuff from evil planets.
I mean,
It's wrong!
You just have to pick the right things to steal. Obviously not the stuff that, will be like Tiberium and eat up your entire planet, but... whatever. Okay. Mother, you meet up with your, other contact here. Remember him?
No!
Remember the person you met
The
here?
answer is no, unless their name is like Soldier 1, Mercenary 1.
Yes, it was Soldier 1.
Oh my.
Soldier 01, that's what you named them.
God, thank God that past Devin knew what future Devin was all about.
So yeah, you meet up with your VI friend, and they have a nice tip for you. So, where do you meet with them? Where do you schmooze?
A strip club.
Fine, you are in a strip club. Is it a human strip club or VI strip club?
It's human and it's ridiculously seedy. Like, they have a buffet. That's how seedy it is.
Obviously, you need to appeal to such people.
Where they have the warmer plates and stuff, and like it's been there since noon. That kind of strip club.
Open 24/7. So, Mother, what brings you to this world?
Currency. Economic growth.
Oh, yes. Mark, you're looking at the old version of the Star Wars numbers. There's a revised version.
Have you been using the old version this whole time?
No, I just, for some reason, all the documentation on this laptop had vanished.
It would have been amazing if you were using the old rules this whole fucking time.
What are you like, burn your...
It's like we're playing 4th edition D&D and you're playing an AD&D fucking bandit kitted fighter.
Yeah. You're going into combat and we're like, what's your AC? And you're like, I have Thaco. And we're like, no, 0 is terrible.
Alright, what's your AC?
Negative 10.
I took 4 level proficiencies in cartwheeling and thief cant. I'm from Dark Sun. All my weapons made of obsidian.
I remember with the old version of something about numbers, like the psychics had to like commit their psychic points permanently to some stats they wanted to like use more often.
You had to do a bunch of stupid fucking bullshit, and on top of that, you permanently lost stats if you did shit wrong.
I mean, you can still do that if you like, torch yourself.
The best part was powers were random, so you could have just like a level 1 character who had no investment in all in psychics, but rolled ridiculously, and he's like for throwing around like level disintegrate.
That's
and
literally just
teleport.
That's just a Chaos Wizard kit from AD&D, where if you rolled on the Chaos Magic table, sometimes you shot gems out that did 66 damage. You collected the gems at the end. Sometimes, and this is the quote from the list: the next statement the character says is true. Which I saw famously used in a game where the guy did analyze Dwemer to use Identify Magic to roll on the table, walked up to a merchant, and was like, oh shit, the next statement I say is true. And he's like, you sell magic weapons? And he did!
I am king of this land. Okay, we'll just skip pause for a second.
Oh yeah, we gotta recover from that tangent, do we? And we're back.
Okay, so you were saying that you're in here for material gains? Well, I think I have some good news for you.
That would be excellent. You should tell me.
Well, I heard some rumors that some hero was doing an arms shipment, not you guys, of course, someone else, and they got robbed. But they tried to pawn it off to, well, the robber tried to pawn it off to some rebels around here. But they got crossed, and the rebels stole their wares.
Rebels scum.
Well, but the North Sultanate, the government from this city, has driven the rebels off. So someone's saying that there might be a chance to recover those weapons.
From the fleeing rebels, or the rebels left behind?
The rebels left it behind. And
that is an excellent tip. We should investigate that, and you should get a percentage.
Yes, I was thinking 50-50. I can provide you with the people to move all the crates, I need someone to, provide the ship.
Wherever I am, I
50.
just start laughing.
Tell me, what position will you be taking up in the line of fire to equate this 50-50 cut?
I mean, I'm the pacifist, mother.
Soldier. I'm just gonna look at him. Isn't he clearly a warbot?
Yes.
Pacifism is a word for people who have money, and you do not. Hence why this deal is happening.
I know, roll me some negotiate or some trade or something.
I don't know. Program 2?
No.
Maybe shoot? Maybe my drones will start shooting him to death? We'll fucking take his information and his head.
Murder him and extract information.
Yeah, from his
out
brain
of-
module. Maybe we'll do that, you fucking piece of shit extorting your mother.
Quick, hit him over
You're
the
not
head.
mine,
Hit him over
mother.
the head with a
You
chair.
only say that to hurt me. Okay, I have no heal, fix, connect 0, and program.
Yeah, I'll give you connect. Why not? He's your contact after all.
Alright, I have no
With
pluses to
charisma.
nothing. This is just 2d6. Fellowship dice, 4.
Well then, I guess someone's thinking it's a good deal or has problem negotiating.
You're not authorized to make deals.
They're really shaking on it right now.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Perfect.
He should say that. Are you authorized to make these deals? Say it.
Are you authorized to make these deals, mother?
I will make it authorized.
I like the sound of that jib.
I am the authorization.
So Smash Cut, mother explains to Jayden.
And then I said, I will make it authorized in a threatening tone. That was to you, Tyler.
Okay.
That was Smash Cut. I explained that whole scene, and then I said, I will make it authorized.
So are we together now?
Yeah. We met up and I explained the deal to you.
This is a bad deal.
I rolled really poorly.
I wasn't thinking clearly. You see, there was a really good shrimp at the strip joint I went to.
I have altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it any further.
I rolled very poorly. It's not my fault. You know I don't know how to talk to people. I don't even have a face.
So run me through the specifics of this deal again.
Some people came here with weapons who weren't us. They got robbed by filthy rebels. The rebels were crushed due to their weakness, as all rebels eventually are, and the weapons have been left behind. We could take those weapons and resell them on the market.
So there was a group of rebels who came under attack while in the possession of various high-value weapons, at which point they said, screw these weapons, let's flee into the forest.
Well, they can only carry one weapon per person. So they probably have boxes and boxes of weapons, ammunition, supplies, tools, equipment, maybe heavy mechs. Who could say?
Sounds like a setup to me.
It might be, but
This seems perfectly legitimate to me, says Nama. He's just completely drugged out, recovering from mass surgery. But what about the tree frogs?
we are all working at full capacity for this. We'll have to be on our toes to make sure it's not a setup.
And what is this Soldier 2? Soldier 1?
Soldier.
Soldier 1? What is this Soldier 1 going to be doing?
Oh, nothing. He provided us with the information, only taking a 50-50 cut.
And also he provides the crew to load this up.
Oh, and he'll provide the heavy lifting to take his half of the cut. It was a very good deal.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Well, what else were we going to do tonight?
Are we selling rocks?
The whole ship smells.
So the
of
rebels
murder.
are on this planet?
We
Yes.
should confirm.
Yes, you said?
Yeah, they're on this planet. They're local rebels. And what they're called? They're called the Aegis of Schillos. That's
The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Aegis. You know, the shield.
I know what an Aegis is.
I mean,
The shield of
They
shield.
call themselves sun shields.
It's here. You should have said, I mean, you went to Catholic school.
yeah.
Well, if the weapons have been abandoned and they're out in the open, we need to act with haste.
I concur.
Okay, then. So sounds like you guys are doing the prep for this.
Yeah, we'll do some boots on the ground. Probably you, so you can talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember this next time I think to make the mistake of taking Connect. Because anytime I use Connect, I end up going to talk to my contact, and they end up making me try to make a deal.
I mean, last time you rolled Connect, you rolled better than Tyler, so...
Yeah, because it was random.
I mean, so was this.
But Tyler hedges the bet upwards.
Yeah. Then again, aren't you an expert mother?
Yeah, I am. I could have re-rolled. I didn't.
Okay.
I forgot.
Would you like to retroactively re-roll this?
Oh, but we just had this whole conversation.
Yeah,
it's
let's-
fine.
let's
We'll
go
just
with
roll
it.
with it.
Okay.
Honestly, we're making so much money off the rocks anyway. This is probably going to be a...
Possibly. Okay. So, are you guys doing any prep, or are just going for it? What would you need?
Well, we're going to wean Natma off the drugs.
Wait till I actually heal properly.
Mother just gives him
Abruptly.
an anti-drug drug.
Because we kind of have to go quickly.
Yeah, we'll surgery him back together.
If you have to go quickly, you might not want to take him off the morphine, because then he'll be able to feel the pain. Just, keep him on the morphine and also add some adrenaline. That can't go wrong.
Can you tape an IV to his back?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Actually, I will...
She just did, like, installing cybernetics in him and shit. It's like, can you tape something to his back? Is that within your capabilities?
There is actually
The IV's
one...
going to be empty. I'm just going to tape it to his back, because that's all you asked.
There is, like, one thing I've never seen in this... I don't see in this game, and I can't believe it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
An auto-injector.
Because that'll make things too easy.
There probably is an auto-ejector. They call it an insulin pump.
I mean in the game, not in real life.
It probably
Does our
is in the
ship
game.
even land on the surface, or do we take a shuttle?
I mean, you have a landing-capable spaceship, so yes.
Okay.
Because it's still small size. The next size over, I think, can't land anymore. So your guys is
It also
okay.
depends on the planet.
Okay, we're going to take the ship, and we're going to go over to the space.
Okay. So,
Are we... I mean, Soldier 1 is coming with us, obviously.
Yes, but not in the parts that matter.
Yes, but he's going to be present.
Yes.
yeah, so Soldier 1 and, he takes his crew of other robots that are, clearly more made for lifting things and what have you. So you have about 10 different, VIs, maybe, what's that called? How do they call those robots that aren't VIs, the thing below?
Drones?
No, that's even lower on the tier. The worker robots, whatever.
A robot? They're robots.
Okay. So yeah, they direct you where to go. You're flying over, and it's in a desert. It's I'll copy the name for you. There. There's a Pasir Barkahaya.
Oh, I'm going to pronounce that right.
Sir Barkahaya.
Yep. So you guys are arriving. It's night. It's a coastal desert. Has some large dunes, some big rock formation as well, and also glows a faint blue color for some reason.
Not beware of the sand. It is coarse, and it will get into your new cybernetics.
I hate sand.
Not what says dropped. Oh, I hate sand. Everybody knows it.
I'm glowing blue.
No, the whole surface is glowing faint blue.
Scan for radiation.
It is radioactive.
Do not worry. I have many things that can help you with this. Afterwards.
Soldiers didn't want to explain that, this place was like shelled by some nuclear warheads during the war a while back, and now it's like a glass desert of sorts. So yeah, as you're flying, let's, someone who's a navigator roll me some perception rolls. How well you can try to find this place. Who's going to be?
What is a perception roll?
Yeah.
What was
I don't think they have that in this game.
I'll start with
There's
those numbers.
notice, isn't there?
Probably something like that. What
Does anyone have notice?
No.
there is notice.
Yeah, the notice skill is what we're talking about.
Yeah. No, I have psychic skills and sneak.
Sounds like one of the
And
experts should roll something.
Okay, what does notice run off of? Does it run off int?
Isn't perception like wisdom?
I only have a +1 in int. So all of my questions will be based on whether or not I can use that +1.
Fine, let's say you're using your ship's scanner so you can use int.
Alright. Do you have an int score of better than +1?
No.
Alright. 6. I'm going to re-roll and take the worst result. I think that's how it works. No, wait,
The
no rolls
opposite
it's
of
better.
that.
5. These are my fellowship dice, it seems.
Your fellowship dice. Should you be wanting to roll high, not low?
I do want to roll high, and I did.
But he was rolling like crap last fellowship.
That explains
In whatever
it.
other game we were playing recently. Iron Sworn.
Iron Sword.
Iron Sworn.
The robots were called expert systems.
Yeah, expert systems. There it is.
The ones you can easily throw around if you have a psychic skill of 5.
Wait, I mean, hold up. Why are we even looking for this place to start with? Isn't like the 50% of the cut that this guy is getting comes from him leading us to this place?
We'll all look
If
at
he
him.
if he can't do that, what's his share for?
I had a very bad roll, and we all have to live with it.
Well, rebel bases don't advertise their exact location. So
No, they don't, which is again why you're getting 50% of the share.
Well, no, it's somewhere in here.
We know it's somewhere in here.
Well, because I told you where to go.
Where was the rebel base? Wherever the government dropped nuclear bombs recently. I wonder if that's where the rebel base was after the crushing defeat of the rebels.
That's-
I wonder if we go to the epicenter of the nuclear bombs, if that's where the base was.
Well, those nuclear warheads were
Don't use
detonated.
alphabetics, use numbers. You're a robot, just like I pretend I am.
I was programmed by some really wacky people.
40%.
The nuclear warheads were detonated recently. The wars are going on right now, and a good portion of the planet is currently being under siege. So it's all over the place. And I think I can see it right there. So yeah, between some rock formation, you can see like a slit that looks like something like a docking bay for smaller ships than your size would fit in there.
You want me to check it out?
We will check it out together.
I meant scry it.
Oh, well, you should have been more clear.
I'll
forget what you
squeeze-
can
I'll
do.
squeeze the bag on his back.
Yes, please. That would be that would be
Give him
very
more
helpful.
morphine. Very good.
Here's your reward.
Exactly.
Alright, so I see,
Patting him on the back gives him a shot of morphine.
ignoring the aardvarks, so I'll scry the...
What does your scrying do? Remind us. It's been a decade.
It has been a decade.
It's so long. I'm so old now.
I can sense any location that the psychic could teleport to, perceives the location as if they're for 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's an eternity.
How far you can teleport to?
My range is 2 kilometers,
I thought you could only teleport to places you've seen before.
or 10 kilometers.
I mean, you can
Not when you can scry.
you can teleport to places you haven't seen before, but that gives you a high threshold to hit
Yeah,
because
Okay.
And I can see it anyway, because I can look out the window.
yeah. So you scry in there and you see that it's scrappy looking like rebel bases, like a lot of use here, a lot of like equipment for refueling, repairing ships. What have you? Think of the rebel bases from like the first Star Wars movie or what have you. That sort of deal.
Really junky, old and used.
Yeah, pretty much like
But no people, no obvious traps.
no
gun
people,
setup.
no spaceships. Like you don't see anyone. It seems that the place has been abandoned, in a hurry. And as you scry around, you can see like, this seems like some crates stacked up on against the wall somewhere out there. So probably that's what it is.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of metal,
Looks like a junkyard.
15 aardvarks, which I think may be the drugs, and there is no traps or rebels, but all the stuff you'd expect to see at a rebel base.
Okay, I'll set the ship down a goodly distance away.
You know, we could land in the docking bay.
I could.
That would make it way more convenient to load it up.
I could. And I could always move the ship later if need be.
He's got a point on there. That is kind of suitably paranoid.
Well, you're the captain.
All right, everyone. Gear up. Head to the doors.
Do I have 1 or 2 murder drones? I should double check that.
And then in the back of my mind is because I'm going to make you work for your 50%. You're going to be hauling those crates a kilometer up the hill.
Right? Jesus.
I am not happy with this deal. They are loading droids. They will load.
Nama does a dramatic pose and taps his chest to engage his like bad 90s CGI like force field.
I'll get in my assault suit and load up my mag rifle.
Your assault suit, that's the mother's assault suit.
Mother built it.
Mother built.
Isn't the will? I get everything.
I love that line. Your assault suit or your mother's assault suit?
Well, not your mother's assault suit. She's not
Huh.
your mother either.
My drones aren't on my character sheet. Did I buy them and make them and use them?
I don't know. Why don't you check
Shit, I need that other sheet. Someone link me the other sheet.
that
Which
money
one there?
table? We can track all your expenditures. This one. Okay, let's pause so we can figure out the gear and
Yeah,
stuff.
let's get ready for kill. And we're back.
Okay, so everyone's geared up. Everyone got their stats and what have you.
Yup.
We didn't come prepared to this game now, have we?
Whatevs.
Okay, so you land somewhere outside there, and you're off.
All right, Soldier One. Get your loader drones and take us to it.
Okay, so you have him, you have his like crew of various expert systems, and yeah.
All right, I seal the ship and engage security protocols.
What security protocols?
I assume locks.
That robot we stole.
Oh, with the warbot
Yeah.
to protect the
We
ship.
have a literal warbot.
Fine, the warbots are patrolling. Okay,
Kill, 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 kill.
engage, friend or foe. Like Notma, don't use your hole emitter around him to appear like someone else. It's very specific.
out.
It's very specific. Okay, it's kind of hard to clamber on there because like it's a little bit of a cliff edge, but like you managed to find a pathway there, and yeah, you're in the docking bay. It's as described. It looks like a junkyard. Everything still looks scrappy. There's some like rebel symbols on the walls, like it looks like a broken shield, like a shield with a broken spaceship on it, cracked in half and so on.
Who's familiar with the culture of this planet?
Someone roll me connect or no?
Oh,
Well,
can I be familiar with it? Can I roll connect?
I got an 8 on Connect.
Okay.
No, I got a 9.
Okay.
Did you roll right now?
Yeah, I just did. I just rolled it.
Okay. What would you like to know?
What would you like to know? What would you like to know?
What
What are the exact grievances of these rebels?
Well,
They really hate capitalists.
only good rebels are against the government here because they waged an endless war. It seems like, and they don't want the far traders to be dealing with the weapons and so on because that just keeps propagating the war and so on. So they want to stop the trading to go on so things de-escalate.
And they're achieving this by stealing and selling weapons?
So I'll translate what Peter said to you. They're regressives who want to take your freedom away. Because we're far traders.
Stealing from far traders, disrupting trade and so on, making your bottom line that much harder.
Interesting.
Calm. There's like a 50% chance that the guy who hired us is a rebels. Or maybe it's just the drugs talking.
Well, you mean Soldier 01 right here?
Calm you back. Well, we're speaking on comms.
Okay.
Yeah. God, I hope so. Then we won't have to pay him.
Emoji drug needle. Emoji psychic smiley face. Crazy smiley face.
Eggplant sploosh.
Oh, you wankers. Okay. So, yeah. As you explore this place, you find the shipment of what looks like, rifles. I guess you check it out.
Yeah, I break it open and check to make sure.
Yeah, it looks like, stacked TL4 rifles. Seems to be from Truss, which is a little bit ways away. It's an currently anarchist planet. And that's a big thing of it. And yeah, you have like a couple 100,000 credits worth of, guns here. That's great.
Oh, it's just here?
I mean, yes. That's, where the rebels took it and stacked it. They don't need as much of it, or maybe they didn't have time to, deal with all of this.
All right. I guess we'll while they start moving, I'll find a nice place to conceal myself.
Okay, you hide in one of the boxes or somewhere between those things. There's plenty of places to hide here.
I'll just stand around the captain acting like a protocol droid, which means I'll have my arms out in front of me like I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. So I'm not threatening.
Your tentacles.
I don't have tentacles, I have hands.
Would you, Angel, play out to have,
I
something?
have tiny hands. They're folded up in my chassis right now. I don't have tentacles, I have hands. If you
How many hands do you have, Devin?
Well, right now, only 2.
Right now?
They'll unfold.
Ah, see? So you're just Oxodad, just connect them up, and I'm a human person.
Oxidan?
Octodad.
Ah. Anyway, I just hold my hands in front of me like C-3PO, like I don't know what I'm doing with myself, so I look non-threatening. But in reality, I am very threatening. Holy shit. Drones.
If we find any rebels that attack us, my character's probably gonna start going over how we need to sacrifice them to the god. Mother God will know what to do, and do the C-3PO thing. Levitate your character.
Mother knows.
Comm channel to you and Mother.
Mhm.
If we encounter any surprises, don't fire unless fired upon.
All right.
Okay.
I will not fire unless fired upon.
Sad face. Salute face.
I'm going to point out that I said I won't. And I'm a droid. And your character is smart and understands how movies work.
I'm a technical pacifist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, Mother's a technical pacifist, and you know that.
Yeah.
I won't kill
But
I'll
you are
just
also
don't-
smart, and I'm sure you understood my meaning.
It just basically means I can do whatever I want and justify it later.
It would be
Unless you
fun.
tell me specifically not to.
It would be a violation.
And then I'm going to make it your fault for not specifically telling me not to. It's gaslighting. I'm the Mother Gotham.
It would be a violation of the Space Geneva Convention to have weapons upon my person as a medic. Of course, not on any of the drones I control.
I listened to the counter's decision and then they ignored it because it was bullshit. Okay, so how do you guys go about this? Just stand there while they're picking it crate by crate, taking it out of the dock, moving it down, walking on the desert.
You
back
definitely
in the
check
ship?
it for bombs.
And for rebels.
Check what for bombs? The shipment? The
Yeah,
crates?
everything. Everything.
Yeah, like we don't just pop open one crate, look at it, and be like, oh yeah, that's rifles. We open them all.
Okay, roll me some notice with wisdom, Mr. Expert.
Because I assume this is either bomb or
Set up.
rebels.
Ooh,
This
that's
this is their escape plan. They're going to use to smuggle them out.
No, you don't find any weird trick about them. These are, legitimate stolen, shipments.
Legitimate stolen merchandise.
Legitimately stolen. So yeah, this place again looks like it was abandoned in a hurry. You confirm that doesn't seem to be some bomb just waiting to go off because they oh, we cannot be compromised or something like that. Let's do some suicide pacts and so on.
Was this desert blasted into glass before or after they escaped?
As Soldier said, it was in history. So it used to be glassed, and then it broke apart, and now it's a desert of glass, pretty
Okay.
much. So it's years and years back. That's why there's faint radiation still in the background, but this isn't like, worse than it had been blasted yesterday. And that's just mother talking. Drunk mother talking.
Is there any other kind?
I don't know.
Do you think we should check through this base? See if there's anything else of value here?
Yes.
Okay. We'll leave them to load the crates onto the ship, and we'll start exploring the base as a team.
Okay.
He has our comm signals, right? So we can.
I also have like scanners and equipment. Like I have gear. I bought a bunch of gear. Like scanning
Any
things.
useful gear?
Yeah, like analytical tools and stuff.
I'll calm the warbot. The merchandise can get loaded onto the ship. The robots can wait outside till we come back.
Walk home, clown. Walk home.
Don't let the droids on our ship. They're filth.
We don't serve your kind.
My God.
So we'll start checking out the base.
Okay.
Systematic suite, marking passageways as we go through so we don't get lost or cover the same ground twice.
Do we find personal quarters ever?
Yeah, there are personal quarters.
Oh man, I start looting personal effects.
Yeah, we actually want those. They'll come in handy.
Well, what do you want to find here in personal effects, Devin?
Diaries, irreplaceable keepsakes, baby teeth and satchels under their pillows as mementos,
Children's teeth.
family photos, diaries, did I say diaries? Home videos, pet collars from deceased pets.
Anything
Yeah.
that can positively identify who they are.
Yeah. I was just doing it because...
It's the one thing they can't replace.
Because that's just how Mother rolls. But yeah, your thing too.
Sure, you find some, keepsakes and whatever. It's not a large amount. This seems to be like a small base, so maybe like, 100 people total, let's say. Roughly live here, so you have like, generally like bunks of beds and so on, like, small containers and what have you, mostly like clothes and some such, but yeah, some personal effects you can find. And this is a TL2 worlds, like, you don't find videos, whatever else matter, but like, yeah, sure, photos and so on, like one-offs you can get. Sure, diaries. Some of them are literate.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Anything else in the base of note?
Well, you do see some like officers' quarters which have like some more effects, some more elaborate, I suppose. Like no incriminating evidence, I suppose. Let's say maybe some like war room, whatever, with like plans of the planet slash lines drawn out. Okay, like this is where people are fighting, whatever. Like some sort of supply lines for the military or whatever. Sort of like records of some fortes have going, coming, like try to, I guess, track like who's doing what, whatever. Yeah. And
Do we find enough information that we can actually like identify one or two of the people who are living here? working here?
you can identify a few people.
Okay.
But how big is this planet again? Hundreds of millions of inhabitants. So sure, you have a few rebels, but
Also, I can potentially copy them if we really need to.
Ooh.
sure. You have a few photos of like what you figure out is actual people, like, oh, here's our like group shot, like, here we're the mechanics in this ship, and so on and so on. So yeah. It seems that from like some photos or whatever you find that those are at least like one ship usually docked in here, and like this is like it's like base of operation where people like have been going out of and so on.
Based on the information that we've collated and reading through it and looking at the maps they have of supply lines and things laid out, can we identify any potential fallback point for the rebels?
Well, roll me something. See how much you get.
Sure. Since this is documentation and I'm looking through their files and
Sure,
resources,
administer.
I'd like to roll my administer.
Sure. Oh, that's a high roll. Sure. Somewhere that you find like secondary location that figure where they'd be going to, and it seems like it's like further out in the planet. It seems that their escape path, like, okay, load as much you can on the ship and just leave. Seems that The ship of choice, let's see, where's my notes here? The ship was SS Momentary Lapse of Judgment, a heavy frigate. Oh, you need to have some good names for ships.
I'm not laughing at it, I'm laughing because it's a good name.
Yep.
That's amazing.
I like that name. Okay.
So, this ship is docked at their fallback point, or this ship is their fallback point?
No, the ship was like their transport from here to their fallback points. Like,
Okay.
in case, whatever happens, just like everybody load on the ship, let's just go. They don't seem to have like much other equipment, like this their primary means of transportation. What have you.
Is there anything else here that anyone wants to achieve?
Well, that's just equipment we can salvage now.
I mean, I don't really see the point. I think the longer we stay here, the more better chance we're going to get jumped on by something.
Okay, then let's load up and see if we can't turn this into a win.
There doesn't seem to be another shoe dropping.
Well, as you're saying that, let's see. What would be good music here? Sure, that's some of this. We're going. Okay, so as you're heading back, here comes from Sojima saying, "Oh, we seem to be having some visitors."
What kind of visitors?
Well, I think that's from what I'm identifying that person that stole the merchandise and then got stolen from.
Interesting.
Well, I explained everything to Mother. The whole situation.
And I explained everything to you at least twice when you said, wait, what's happening?
Yeah, no,
Just covering my bases.
Well, let's head out and greet him.
Okay, keep us.
Oh, yeah, one sec. And we're back.
Okay, so as you're heading back, you can see that there are multiple like hover trucks coming, towards your base, and you hear a broadcast, crackling like the common customer. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're surrounded. Give yourself up, and that's someone.
Captain.
Identify yourself.
Oh, you identify yourself.
Are you in the habit of just surrounding people you don't know?
Well, I'm in the habit of surrounding people that have the stuff I want.
Mm-hmm. And what is it that you want?
I want my guns back.
Your guns.
Yes.
But this was a perfectly legitimate salvage operation.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I'm afraid you're a little late to the party. By rights of salvage, these guns belong to us. Their original owners abandoned them.
Well, by the rights of combat, I guess I'll have to take it back then.
So, are these guys... So describing the situation here. We're at the base, right?
You're in the base. Your ship is out there. The robots are like moving back and forth, sending the crates, and there are like multiple hover like trucks, like loading trucks that are heading your way.
How far is the ship away?
Well, how far did you park it away? I think it was a little bit ways away, down the hill and so on, so on. So.
Okay. So shall we all just port back to the ship and just bypass this?
Sure. Teleport us to the ship.
Okay.
I'm still talking to the guy, though. You're on a sovereign planet. By whose authority do you initiate combat?
By my own, why?
So you're a renegade.
I'm an honest fire trader.
And again, you're on a sovereign
Contradiction,
planet.
Captain. He's clearly mad with lies.
You're on a sovereign planet attempting an illegal action. If you pursue in this course, I'll have no choice but to apprehend you.
Well, you're the one dealing with rebels here. Who are you to tell me otherwise?
Wait, what's the name of this government again?
So I send you a message. It says, "You'll never get us out of this well-armed, defended base." And then I hold up the demo charge, like.
I think I might got this.
The Nur
Okay.
Sultanate.
The Nur Sultanate?
Yep.
We are the royal guard of the Nur Sultanate, doing a recovery operation on behalf of the Sultan itself. Who are you to step on his holy ground and interrupt his will?
Roll talk with charisma.
Just dice. 7. And I'm going to re-roll in a scene to see if I can get higher. 10.
Okay.
Do you have a picture of him?
Of who?
The Sultanate, is there one like in the database?
He's not going to be here.
No, I know. I want a picture of him.
He doesn't fuck them.
He probably has seen, the Sultan's picture maybe back in...
But we can quickly tattoo his, sigilry onto us with, hollow stuff. And
If you're gonna impersonate someone, don't impersonate the Sultan. Impersonate a vizier or an advisor.
just look like yourself and say you're the vizier or the advisor.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what you look like.
Anyways, how does he respond to Mother's bluff?
The comms go silent for a bit. And then goes, wait, I know this ship.
Wait, that's illegal.
I think you're lying to me. What was your name? Soon?
Now that we're in the ship and we have access to sensors and scanners, exactly what are we up against?
Yeah, multiple hover trucks heading your way, heading towards the base and what have you.
Tyler.
Don't remind that.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
We have you surrounded. Up. Damn.
The best part is the other robots. We made the droids and stuff. Sit outside.
Walk home, droid.
Don't remind you guys. You guys have ship-to-ship weapons, not ship-to-air.
No,
so
it's
to be rather hard to
we'll take shots as we go
He
on.
can just teleport. We just drive straight up.
Yes.
Their weapons will run out of range eventually.
I mean, we'll be hard for either of you to hit each other at this point.
Good, then we'll just drive away.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, I kind of want to take his things.
Who?
This guy. This jackass.
You don't want to take his things?
I know, I said I kind of want to, which is the reason we haven't left yet.
Don't we have his things?
We have his guns.
Yeah, we have everything on
I'd
the
like to
ship.
point out that a group like the NER, I mean, they sound like they probably have ships bigger than ours potentially. So,
Well, again, this is a backward planet, so the amount of ships they have is limited. Because again, this is a tier 2 world, so everything here has a premium. And they're probably involved in the wars and what have you. And so on and so on. But yeah, probably they would have some factories and so on and so on. Also, you don't have all the things yet because you guys parked so far away and it wasn't that long. So you have about 10% of the thing loaded.
Can we identify a lead vehicle?
Yeah, which one has the Green Goblin mask on it? Maximum overdrive.
the good is now we have a warbot too.
Well, probably the one in the front is the lead one. You do your scan sweep quickly and so on,
Okay. I'm going to take off, and I'm going to engage tractor beams.
Okay.
Oh. Just pick him up and drop him.
Well, I'm gonna take him up into the air, and I'm gonna continue to maintain an open comm channel.
Okay. How do tractor beams work on a spaceship? Okay, can we pause?
Sure. Alright, we're back.
Okay.
So we looked at a tractor beam, and it stipulates that it can only be used in very low gravity and not on surface of planets and so on and so on. But it was a good idea, Tyler.
Okay. I'm gonna calm him. Well, this has been a lovely conversation, and your complaint has been lodged. If you leave me with a forwarding address, I will contact you within 1 to 2 days to let you know where you can pick up your guns.
Sure thing, soon. Maybe we'll meet again.
Well, I hope so, because again, forwarding address, and I'll let you know where to pick up the guns.
They got 90% of them, so.
Well, yeah, no, the 90% haven't been loaded, right?
No,
No.
10%.
We only got
no,
10%.
loaded.
We got nothing out of this.
Someone parked so far away. And, this was an interruption to give you guys a hard choice.
Also, our warbot's outside.
Yeah.
One warbot.
Okay, no, our warbot is not outside. Our warbot is in the hull.
Soldier
not being left
01
behind.
is probably outside, still in the base, because someone didn't teleport him back, probably.
Yeah,
His
I don't care about
buddies
that guy.
are out there. He's your contact, Mother. He's an
I
actual
can
person.
roll contact again and get Soldier 02 on the line.
How are these hover trucks armed?
You don't see anything too obvious, so you might be guessing that there are people inside that have guns/heavy guns.
Was the restriction of the tractor beams?
Low
Can only
G,
be used in low gravity.
so not on planets. Otherwise, this exact thing might have happened. I fly my ship and I pick up a person and I drop them.
Okay. Calm the
We
droids.
imitate God in the cloud.
Start walking to the docking facility and grab those guns.
Okay.
And I take the ship over to the docking pad at the facility and I land it there.
Okay. As you're landing, like some of those droids are starting to scamper back up the hill, just drop. No, I guess some of them just drop whatever crate they have. So
Well, no, they don't do that. Their objective is to load the crates onto the ship. So they don't drop the crates if they have crates currently.
I mean, is that what you want to communicate to them?
Oh yeah, I clarify.
Fine, some of them just
So
pack it
we're
back
gonna
up.
fight these guys, right? That's the thing that's happening.
It looks like.
Okay, well, as you land in their base, their hover tracks, they're also going into the same base as you.
Look, either negotiate and say otherwise you'll just blow some stuff up and take off, or we can start the fight. That seems to be our only two realistic options.
I think at this point negotiations have failed. Opinions on what our best play for combat is?
I mean, stay close to the base, so if they have any big weapons, they can't use them. Keep our weapons on. That should keep them from using any ridiculously destructive stuff. Then when they get close, we pull out the warbot and shoot them dead. Do we have enough? I mean, we don't have enough time to set up mines or anything, do we?
What is this,
No.
DS9?
Pretty much, you
No.
guys land at the same time roughly, because you guys went up and then in, and then they were just heading straight for it. So
So we don't have a lot of time. So we set up and defend the perimeter. And,
Okay. I am going to let you and Mother handle the people in the dock. I'm going to take the ship into low orbit and bring it into play. And if he wants to dance around with a plasma cannon, he can dance around with a plasma cannon.
This seems like a plan.
all right.
okay. So well, you're teleporting back. Is that it? Or
Well, we're at the
You're
docking
at the
place. We can just
teleport.
open the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. You guys open the door. Modern and Notma go out as people start unloading from those hover trucks.
Get the warbot ready.
Do you have any C4? Like, did you
Yes.
buy C4?
We actually bought a ton of C4. I specifically insisted that we buy tons of grenades and C4 for the inevitable combat. It should be on the sheet.
No, I remember that conversation.
I have one per. I can actually carry. with
We
me.
made a slush fund for munitions.
Do we know what this guy's name is?
Well,
Don't.
I mean,
you
he's-
only grow attached.
I'm thinking more for the notes that I'm writing of the session.
well, there were some subtle hints on this. Might have picked up that this is the captain of the Bearer of Bad News. Remember that guy,
No.
Napoleon
Should I?
Hong?
We don't know anyone who wears bear fursuits.
You fought this guy way back
Pirate?
when.
Is this the guy that we let live?
Yes.
Wait,
And
now
now
I
he's-
remember that ship.
And now he's back to be a dick to us?
He didn't know it was us.
He was here to retrieve the gun that he stole from someone else. You guys just happened to be here at the same time.
Okay, dude, we have to capture this guy. Put him in the medical thing and say
Do the whole thing over again?
no. Say the whole thing was a simulation.
Well, wake him up.
Oh shit, that guy?
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
Not
no,
the same guy.
not the same guy.
Okay.
But I actually know what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be great, and you'll have to roll with me if we have enough time at the end of the episode for it.
Like, didn't you guys agree not to do this ever again?
No, I have a new bit.
Yeah, but this is funny.
Mark, I have a new bit, and you're gonna love it. I got it from 1001 Arabian Nights. All right.
Well, you're gonna be telling tales each night.
No, you'll love it. You'll have it here. Stop trying to spoil it for yourself. We need to capture him alive. That is the most important objective to the end of this season.
Okay.
Nothing's more important.
Can you transform into something smaller? Okay.
All right. How many crawlers are there? Or hovercrafts?
About 5, let's say.
Okay.
And they're in the docking bay. Again, we're just covered inside a mountain cliff.
Well, they must have driven in through something.
Yes, however, again, it's like a cliffside. There's a docking bay that's like an open slit where you just land. They have hovercrafts that go in straight.
Mm-hmm. And our ship can turn and orientate itself so that it is facing that very same slit.
Yes, but again, space combat versus using spaceships that in your mountain it
Would be
way
ridiculous overkill.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, space weapons are scaled to the same as mech weapons, and mech weapons can be used just on the planet.
Yes, I'm just saying it'll be hard to
Yeah.
aim, maneuver, and so on and so on.
And that's something I found out when I was trying to build a Decepticon using the mech rules. It's like, oh, mech weapons and ship weapons are about the same. Because I was trying to also build Godwalkers and convert it over to Godbound. It was this whole thing. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's all in the
So
same
are we?
scale.
We're all kind of hiding around in the area
Well-
of the docking port then.
From what I heard, you guys are leaving the ship right now.
Yeah.
As they're also disembarking their stuff.
So are they closely packed together?
Well, right now, as they're in those trucks, for now, yes. But they're starting to spread out.
Okay, so I will spend. I'm at 2. I will spend. I know what these guys look like now. I can obviously see them, correct?
Yep.
Okay, looking exactly like them, or like to a casual, I will spend 1 to port into their mist, drop an active demo charge, activate it, and port away.
Okay. Sure. So spell whatever you need. Are there any rolls involved?
Damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, the only rule I can think of is do they instantly recognize in the 6 seconds that I appear the person
Gravity.
the person who is just there, like do they fire at me? And that's basically it.
Maybe roll something like throwing
Sneak?
so that oh sure, sneak so that. Well,
Somebody
you can-
cracked open an energy drink that smells delicious.
That would be me.
I got a 6.
Is it a plain monster?
Yes.
I don't know. I just want sugar so
You
bad.
can smell those ones.
I want a
can't
candle
smell
of
sugar,
it.
I don't care. But
Okay. So you roll a 6. So let's say that you throw it at them, teleport back. It like nicks one of their trucks, so it's like probably limit slash unusable. Then you get maybe like 1 or 2 of them as they.
No. I teleport it right onto the.
Yes, as they're leaving again. As you guys are leaving, they're also leaving, so they're not
Oh, okay.
clumped together. They're not still inside of it.
Okay.
They are disembarking. So you drop a demo charge,
Okay. And then
they
start taking
notice, and some of them
Okay.
just
All right.
attack whatever.
I thought you said when you said throw, I'm like, what?
Well, throw wherever.
Yeah.
Towards the grouping and so on.
Okay.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I guess I have to kind of wait around until the target gets close enough to shoot, because I don't actually really have a lot on my own.
What are the how are the
Cosme,
hovercrafts just deployed?
This seems to be just like landing haphazardly on the docking bay. Like around you, I guess. You guys are in one central location that was like clear for a frigate-sized spaceships, and they're just landing on all the junk.
Okay, I'm going to line up a shot on one of the hovercrafts and attempt to just waste it.
Okay then. Yeah, let's pause. Let's figure this out. Let's put everything in the spreadsheets.
Boy. Okay, and we're back.
Okay. So you wanted to shoot the thing. Normally, since they park their graph cars to be an automatic, I guess let's make it interesting. Let's say roll against a DC 10 to try to hit them, because again, you're also at a disadvantage here.
I think an auto hit is perfectly interesting. But I would roll.
We really want to see is a
2d6.
It's an attack. It's a D20.
Okay, that's why I
In the
asked.
combat, everything switches.
Unless you're using the drug.
The good I need to find the d20. There's one. Yep.
Hey, 16. Okay. So roll your damage. Whatever that is.
Do I need to roll the damage on the plasma cannon versus a grab tank?
I mean, it's an or sturdy truck. Somehow these things
It's gonna be all ones, I
have
guess.
armor and so on as well. So
Okay. Let me just see what are
what's your damage rating?
3d6, AP 10,
This,
and it's overcharged, so I roll twice and take the best,
I
right?
believe so, yeah. And this is using ship combat rules, so the damage is, keep in mind that our ship only has 10 hit points. So if that thing has 30 hit points, you're not using the same track.
How do we convert between those?
So
And
the
divide
first
by
roll is
2.5.
That was 2.5.
Yeah, that's what the math we figured out for Goddamn, wasn't it?
Oh, my second roll was.
Double.
So we'll go with the first one, which is 14, armor piercing 10.
I mean, in Mechton, it's 25 to 1.
It's because of how hit dice work in AD&D.
Jeez. Can't find the conversion. Okay.
So how many points does the truck have?
Well, technically they have 40.
Okay, so
That's probably for like people-sized weapons.
Yeah, so like in Godbound, if you divide it by 2.5, it's like the AD&D hit die conversion. Kevin Crawford uses the same type of math.
So I guess you're...
So it has 16 against a ship cannon.
Sure. Think. Or just multiply your thing by 2.5. So... Calculator. Math. Let's do this. So you did 8 points of damage.
No. I did 14 points of damage.
Ah. 14 times 2.5. That.
35.
That. 25. Okay. So yeah, you scorched one of them, so it's like, all the back of it is missing and so on. It's like, poor driver there, just very traumatized by your thing, as you're shooting through, hitting through the walls and leaving a hole there.
You said there were 5 total?
Yeah, 5 draft cars.
Okay. I open the comp. You have 4 trucks left.
Okay. At this point, why don't we just roll for initiative and start resolving this combat? What was the initiative roll? I don't remember anymore. Was it D8 plus Dex or something?
Oh my god, everything's so different all the time in the system. Numbers go up and down, you have to change dice, all the tracks, there's different scales of HP. Vehicles are different from ships, that are different from
Cats and
people,
dogs
from
living together.
mechs. I don't know!
D8 plus Dex? That's what we're doing?
I don't remember. Round initiative.
I don't-
D8. Now the dexterity modifier. That's how things work.
I got a 5.
Roll a D8 for me because I don't have a D8.
I need a
You
D8
got
as well.
a 1.
Ha ha ha!
I'll put it in the battle sheet.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody figure their stuff out. Wait, what was yours, Notma?
I asked if someone could roll
Ah.
up.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Sorry.
Nobody heard you.
Excellent.
I don't roll well for other people.
So, I have a +1 dex, I think. Hang on, just check real quick.
Yeah,
+1.
Okay, so you're at 2 more than 1. Okay, well, I guess first is the first are the graph cars. They rolled an 8 for themselves. So seeing how you started vaporizing them, they start to take on and start moving. Not to to try avoiding your cone of fire here.
Okay.
Let's see what's up. So Now they're not stationary targets. It would be harder to hit. Okay. Then there's Captain Honk. So, seeing that you guys were dropped off from the thing, and, well, you teleported, so you're nowhere to be seen now.
I'm in the base. Like, it's a base.
Yes.
There's the ships. There's probably the warbot is probably a big obvious target.
Sure, let's attack the warbot. Oh, you lesson droids here. Okay.
Give it some carbon scoring.
God damn,
Ooh,
Nicole.
not 20. Okay, so out of the main track, as you can imagine from what you've gathered, like, you know, the guy steps out. He's wearing an assault suit just like yours, but he's
Shit. He's in power armor.
well, the mooks like I just have normal stuff. He since
Wait, this is our main guy?
yes. So yeah, he's like out in power armor. He has like a lot of bear decals to it, and so on, so on. He's just going on brand with this stuff. And he whips up, his big gun that starts to buzz, similar to the hum you recognize from the spike drive, as he takes his distortion cannon out and starts shooting Soldier 01.
Oh, well.
Target that dude. Even if he has to die, that is not a fun weapon.
Hey, we get a free distortion cannon.
That's 6, 8, so that's 14 damage to Soldier 1. Okay, that would be 22. So that's it. There. Almost 40% of his health.
In one shot.
Yep. I don't think NPCs here get multiple attacks now, do they? That's how it works? Probably not. Check. Xena Bestiary.
Also, I mean, if we take out this guy, the rest of them have no reason to keep fighting.
Legendary fighter. No. Okay. So yeah, that was him. Now, everybody else is at 2. So, Notma, you're there, and then you have like, from out of those tracks, like you see about like 10 mooks have like disembarked, and they like various ragtag group of bandits slash something. They seem to be having like laser rifles on them and so on. What do you do, Notma?
Notma is going to. So what do we got here? Initiative bonus +1.
You know what people take for granted when they can't eat sugar? Jam.
Yeah.
Jam is really good.
So one of those vehicles is still around, or
Yes.
do these have any obvious weapons on these grav cars?
No. You gather that the people have just guns in them and so on. So probably like they'll open up and there'll be some guy maybe with a heavier weapon. But they don't have anything obvious on them.
Okay. All right. I am going to. I'm going to teleport inside one of the grav cars.
Okay.
Okay.
That will be my action for the turn, because it is a full action to do that. It costs me 1 more.
Okay. So I'm guessing that the one that has its back blown up.
No, I'm going to go for a fresh one.
Okay. So
Basically, just appear inside the cockpit, just to, hi.
yeah, the driver just like gets startled, pulls his handgun.
I still look like one of the bandits too.
Maybe you should calm me which one you're going in.
That's fine. If you blow it up, if you actually blow it up, I can actually survive that. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Well, they might know that their guys don't teleport.
Hey,
All right.
What did I teleport? I came in from the back.
No, you just appeared there.
No sound, no effects, just like fucking Dragon Ball Z abridged. Alright, Pete, I'll bite. I will have the drone go out and get in shooting range of Captain Power Armor and shoot him.
Okay.
How do I shoot? Is it D20?
Yes.
Shoot! Ah! I need a D20. Give me a good one. That'll do. Does a 17 hit?
Nope, it's got a 19.
Do you have any? I thought he has an 18.
Forgot to add his dexterity modifier.
I rolled a
18
9.
dice stink.
Okay.
Alright, that's me.
Pew, pew, pew. Okay. Now the mooks go. Let me just take some online.
The drone looks like a sphere.
Pew, pew, pew. Okay. Let's start taking on soldier. I'm going to start.
Wait, pause while you're doing that?
Sure.
Okay, because I can go to the washroom. And we're back.
Okay. So the various mooks are shooting soldier 01 as well. He got hit by one of them. He's down to 42% of his health now, and in revenge he almost killed one of the mooks and totally vaporized another one of them.
But he's a pacifist.
No, that's mother. There's a difference between that. If you don't see the difference between little mother C3PO over here and Mr. Shooty McShootface, I was gonna say
He
that
said he was a pacifist.
after
He's using this ancient technique known as lying.
after seeing the Mandalorian, I'm just imagining him as the IG-11 whatever type droid. You're just going to town on those guys.
Right.
So, I guess top of the round. Let's have the captain shoot the droid again. Yeah. Miss. Okay. One of the Grafcar guys, seeing that you just teleported right next to him, he just takes off his little laser pistol and tries to, go at you, Notma.
I think there's a penalty because I'm at this close to him. So oh no, it's a pistol technically. So I guess he doesn't have.
Yes. Plus, he also not really moving all that much. True. So that I guess balances itself out. What's your AC?
Well, that will definitely hit 18.
18. Okay. What's the damage on those little laser pistols? 1d6. 2. Take 2 damage. 2.
Hey, that wasn't very nice.
Okay. Then, Jaden, what do you do?
I aim the plasma cannon at Captain Napoleon Hall.
Okay
I
then.
think you'd be looking at 20s on this.
Yep. But I just need to roll it once.
Right.
It's that'll be right pretty impossible to hit really, cause
I need a nat 20 to hit him anyways. So
Okay.
it's either a 20 or a miss.
Yeah. Do it.
Did you do it?
Yes, you did.
Ah, Lamau.
Well, the whole world, the captain stood got vaporized.
I open a comm frequency. Your captain is dead. You have no reason to continue fighting. Lay down your arms, get in your transports, and we will allow you to live.
him alive. If you get to him right now.
Right.
In order to apply, a stabilization drug, you need some vein to inject it in, and a way to identify the
I'm
body.
gonna roll heal.
National 20.
Remember, I can automatically stabilize people, and my body is built for these types of scenarios. I'm a transhuman medic. I'm gonna roll heal, Pete.
Roll and see what you get.
Okay. That's a 5. Oh, that's a 7. That's an 8. Let's try again. 10.
No.
Come on, just to get him on, not awake and alive, but to be able to bring him to sick bay.
He
and
was
put him in
hit
red
with
box.
he was hit with a ship's
He was in
cannon.
power armor!
Now he's in a pit.
Commander Shepard survived that. Darth Vader survived that.
You see, you managed to
pile
find
of boots.
one hand of his, flipping you off.
Alright, that's fine. It's fair turnabout, Pete. I would have done the same thing to you if I was as invested in what you were doing. I had this whole thing where I was gonna... Okay, I'm gonna tell you now.
Sure, yeah, tell us.
I was gonna go through the whole ship, I was going to put pictures of the group of us, including him, together. I was going to say that he was the captain the whole time. I was going to, like, make up your quarters into his quarters. You're going to be the navigator. And when he got out of sickbay, it's like, oh, Captain, you've woken up. And he's like, what's going on? It's like, oh, no, he has amnesia. The memory graph didn't work. You were in the simulation too long. And I was going to do this extended thing where we convinced him he was really the captain. And, like, the memory thing went wrong. He didn't remember himself.
You know, if you ever want to do
see
this,
the evidence everywhere.
if you ever want to do something like that, just let me develop telepathy first, and then.
It's funnier this way. Do you know why I was going to do it?
Sadism.
For no reason at all. But it's that Arabian Nights thing where the pauper, a prince sees a pauper and drags him in and tells everyone to treat him like he's the prince, and he pretends that he's like a servant. And the prince is like, whoa, what's going on? And he starts trying to put reforms in, then he goes to sleep, and he gets thrown back out in the streets, and he wakes up and he's like, oh, I guess it was a dream. And the prince does it to him again, and the prince is like, wait, okay, I guess that wasn't a dream. And then he sees like the actual prince like acting like the jester and stuff. He's like, that guy was laughing at me and being a crazy person. Oh, the night I woke up as a pauper and as a prince. He must be a demon. And stabs him a bunch. But everyone in the royal court hated the prince so much because he was such a cunt that no one said anything and just said that the pauper was the prince the whole time. The moral of the story being, no one likes being told the same joke twice.
Jesus.
I was going to do that whole thing for him.
We should bring up the Arabian Nights board game sometime.
Ooh. I want to play more villainy.
Yeah, it's fun.
We gotta set a night up for that.
I heard there was like a RPG about the like those Arabian Nights, like being like the courts. It's like everybody plays a member of the court, and it's all about like telling stories about some characters, like RPG with an RPG. But you're also like trying to put other people as characters in and to spite them and so on and so on. Like
Fate's a lot. It seems it would cater well to that.
no, it's a separate system for itself. It's not just Fate.
I'm just saying, like being an RPG, just off the top of my head.
Yeah. So apparently like an interesting concept. Not sure how well it'll play out, but heard it was like amazing. Okay, so yeah, after seeing that you know they probably couldn't like do much to you. Yeah, they just like drop their weapons, jump on their poor graph cars, and just fly away. Some of them without the top off, I guess, just holding onto the little scorched remnants of one of them. But
Okay. I'm gonna open comms to the drones. I noticed that while we were busy, there was a distinct lack of loading.
hey, you told us to clamber on here, and then 2 minutes later...
I don't pay you for backtalk. Comms close.
I got shot with a distortion cannon.
It's already closed.
So the message you get from me is an emoticon of a tea, like a cup of tea, an emoticon of hands clapping, an emoticon of the word the, and an emoticon of hands clapping.
Tea the club?
The tea, but she got it wrong. She mixed it up.
What? What's the joke?
The tea. It's like, okay, in Twitter or talking online, people always do the clap emoji when they're trying to be important.
Yeah.
And the tea is like, ain't that the truth? Or the bitter truth.
I just send a bullseye and a pair of boots.
I like how we talk in emoticons.
Right?
The ancient language of our ancestors. Pictograms.
Pictoglyphic companionship language.
Okay. So you managed to get through that, you load up the remains of it, and that's this part of the adventure.
What's the next part?
Well, the next part is you guys wanting to unload those, 100 tons or something like that of rare earth metals that you guys bought last time. Remember those couple million credits worth of deals? Right?
Yeah.
Well, we're not done with these guns yet.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to roll for trading those guns in...
Oh, that's not what we're doing with these guns.
What are you doing with those
I don't
guns?
control the music.
Oh.
Peter's got the fucking music.
Let's switch it up.
Everything loaded up? You guys back on board?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the cargo loaders and that sort of thing.
Okay, we are going to head to the rebel fallback position.
Okay then.
We're going to fly low and slow, making sure that they are well aware of us as we come in, and that we are coming in soft and gentle and not presenting a threat. Our guns are retracted. Our comm frequencies are open.
Your guns are like camouflage, as far as I remember,
Yeah.
because you got that thing.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
I make sure to copy a GIF of the whatever. I'm assuming we have targeting feed recorded at some point of that shot.
Cool.
Put out like a little like a electronic portrait.
Sure. You give the fallback point. It's like, let's say it's like in the middle of some sort of jungle. It's like a small clearing somewhere in there, and like some deep foliage, whatever. There seems to be like a large ship there. Well, just more bulkier than yours. Seems to be like a heavy frigate. What's it called?
It's the momentary lapse of judgment.
Yeah, that's heavy frigate. Yep, that was there, I think. Okay.
I hail it.
Okay, what do you hail it with?
Greetings, I'm Captain Jadian Soon. I come in peace. I'd like to speak with your commanding officer.
Yeah. After a while, you get comes back. It's like a female voice. This is the captain speaking. Who am I talking with?
Jadian Soon.
Okay, what do you want?
I believe I have something of yours.
What might that be?
How many guns were there? 10 tons?
Yeah, about 10 tons of them.
10 tons of armaments that you left at a hastily abandoned base?
So...
Wait, are you crediting the rebels?
What's that?
Are you crediting the rebels?
Yeah.
this is happening.
That's amazing.
What, did you not want us to do that?
Oh, I don't care. As long as we get money.
Well, we're not going to get money, but we're going to get something.
Mother doesn't care. She has no morals.
Here's 50% of the cut. Give
Any morals
ask for 2 credits and give him 1 credit.
Any morals Mother puts forward to you is a lie. Meant to get you to agree with her because she wants you and Natma to not be dead. There's nothing on the inside.
So you were saying?
I have something that I believe belongs to you.
We're going to see the guns. Where did you get those guns from?
Your base. The one that you left in the desert.
So you mean you raided us, and now you're...
Well, it would have been a raid if there were people there. We recovered your possessions, and now we are bringing them in hopes of brokering a mutually beneficial arrangement.
You know what the concept of safe house is? That's
Let me put it this way. If we hadn't
the fuck
picked up
up.
your guns, someone by the name of Captain Napoleon Hong, who had this bizarre idea that they were his guns, would have collected them. And he wouldn't be showing up in a ship to give them back to you.
Oh, that asshole?
You should send him the gift. Send him the gift.
So, do you do that? Or
No,
do
I
you
just I tell the captain.
I mean, you can do
You're
it
yelling
yourself.
at him. Send the gift. Send the gift.
Yes, that asshole.
And who are you in this arrangement? What's your story?
I'm a free trader, which I'm under the impression you have a very unfair opinion of. I've come to correct some misassumptions that you might have.
Oh, what unfair opinion we might have of yo? What's your ship called?
My ship is the Reckless Gambit.
Okay, how would you like to rectify this misunderstanding?
Well, why don't we talk in person? I find the comms are so impersonal.
In person? Fine. Land over here, and we can talk.
Okay, I land the ship.
Well, you're on the ship, and you know that people are all like higher alert. They seem to be like milling about the base, and getting back onto their ship. So, what do you do?
Drop the gangplank. Let's go outside and greet our new friends.
Okay.
Well, as you do that, as you drop the plank, you see that their ship starts to take off.
Okay. Raise the plank. Is there something I should be aware of?
We don't negotiate with gun dealers. And they open fire on you.
What?
They're rebels that hate free traders that are selling guns to this planet. You guys have made a couple million credits worth of deal of guns to this planet. Therefore, they want you dead.
More
That's
than they want our
alright,
guns
we're gonna
back?
kill all
I
the
mean, if I was going to betray me, I would wait until I got the guns first.
Did we travel for any length of time, or was this in the same day?
It's the same thing. I mean,
Okay.
interest in travel is fast. Well, see, they don't necessarily want to get the guns back. They don't want the government to get the guns.
Yeah, and I was going to help them with that.
You just got caught. You got yourself up in a classic political dilemma. Not selling out to the rich.
See,
Yeah.
again, the rebels. Like,
Well, it
they-
makes sense. It's perfect sense. They're working off actual morality.
yeah.
We're literally the bad guys in their war.
Again, the Captain Hong prevented them, hey, I would like to sell you the guns. They were like, how about we take your guns so you won't be able to sell them to anyone? And then we just put it there.
So Captain Hong was selling to the rebels?
Yeah,
And then I turned to Soldier 1. That is a crucial piece of information.
I mean, at least from what you know, he tried to pawn off to the rebels because, like, the government here is very pro free traders because, hey, they bring in the guns. Therefore, if you attack other free traders, they don't really like that. So, like, since he robbed a free trader coming in
yeah,
here,
it all makes sense.
I don't understand why the rebels hate free trade. Like, the entire war seems to be about them not liking free traders giving the government guns, but the government only wants guns to fight the war. Like, what the fuck is this war about?
I mean, the governments fight between itself. This is like, a large planet, and there are multiple governments, each buying weapons from,
Which
the free traders. Again, think of it like, a less developed country buying stuff, like imported guns from one thing. Like Lord of War, I think
Yeah.
was the movie about this sort of thing. You're selling to like warlords and so on to fuel more of the war. Like if they didn't have this access, they regress back to the TL2 world. So like you have musket guns. There aren't like nuclear warheads going off and killing lots of people and so on. The war doesn't perpetuate, the war eventually ends. That's at least how they're pitching it to
All right,
everybody.
battle stations. Sorry, guys. I thought I had a way to make this more profitable for us, but it seems I played myself.
Don't worry, it happens. There's no shame in trying.
Okay, I guess let's pause and let's prepare for a ship combat.
Wait, are we in space? I thought we were coming off the docking ramp and we were walking.
Well,
Did you
we
miss
landed.
them
We
taking
lowered.
off?
We lowered the docking ramp. They
Oh,
took
they took
off.
off?
We raised the docking ramp, and now they're shooting at us.
Oh boy, I'll pause. And we're back.
Okay, so we rolled our initiative. The momentary lapse of judgment went first. They did shoot you guys, targeting your weapon systems. The first shot missed, the second shot hit. Both you guys decided, instead of losing your only weapon, to take a crisis. You roll the crisis and you got target decalibration, which means until this crisis is solved, you guys cannot use your weapons.
So, in other words, we're losing our weapons, period.
Yeah, by sheer chance. Well, yeah, that was the first round, and
But
then
we also punched the engines and got a point of escape on these jokers.
okay, let me close down a bit. Maybe actually switch to combat music. This is definitely from Near Battlestar Galactica. Okay, so yeah, you managed to get headway from them, but yeah. Okay, next round. They're going to do the same thing because they, knew they didn't really hit your weapon, so it's still not disabled. They're going to do the same stuff. And that's a hit. 3d6. Okay, that's 14, so that will be 7 damage to you. Can you take crisis more than once, I wonder?
I think so.
Once
Only
per-
once per round.
So yes. So if you want to take another crisis...
I'd like to point out to you, though, that maybe we don't want to take that, because if we end up having a crisis to the engines, it's a disaster. Though actually it is 7 points, so we probably actually do want to take it, because we'd rather take tons of crises than... Because you can always fix it.
It's a 1 out of 10,
Yeah, that's true.
and we can let him deal with it immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll take the crisis. We'll always take the crisis, because we have no hit points on
Fine
this.
then. If you're so confident, why don't you roll a d10?
Yeah.
What did you get? You rolled
8.
8. System damage.
One of the ship's systems has been cooked by the hit. The GM randomly picks a weapon fitting our engine. That system is disabled as if hit with a targeted shot, with drive suffering 1 point drive level decrease. Disabled systems hit by this crisis or drives reduced below drive 0 are destroyed and cannot be repaired.
Let's
during
see.
combat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 8 things on you, I suppose. Let's see. What do we roll? We rolled a 7, which means your tractor beams got hit.
Thank God.
Yay.
Of all the things to go down.
Okay, and now try and
What?
fix that targeting computer.
Was it their first attack? I think that was their first attack.
Hey, double sixes.
You rolled twice.
Did I roll twice or did I?
You rolled once. You rolled a natural 20 on it.
Oh, okay. I thought he rolled twice.
I rolled
When
double
I heard
sixes.
the clattering of dice.
13. We got... what's it? 14.
If it's a targeted shot, it misses. If it's an actual shot, it hits.
They also have pluses to roll. They have +4 from their normal weapons that negates it, and they also have skill to roll, so they barely both hit you. And this is 5 damage, so 3 goes through.
I think we should take the 3.
You
Yeah,
can't
we
take
don't-
more
we
than
can't-
once.
Yeah, we don't have any
Yeah.
option.
Okay, so that means...
The guns are fixed, though.
Okay.
They're disabled again.
That
that
was- so-
Why are they disabled again?
because they just shot them.
Oh, this was a targeted shot.
Yes.
He was trying to destroy our guns so we could never have them again. He was trying to take money from us.
So you take 3 points of damage and your plasma beam is damaged. That was their turn. What do you guys do? You have 2... Oh, okay. One of the guys was just that your tactical beam is damaged. One of them is that your target locking is disabled, and you also have your plasma beam damaged. Up to you guys.
Is there
I'll
any?
let-
How much
Devin-
HP do we have left on our ship?
17 out of 20.
That's not bad.
Is there?
I'll let you decide what you're fixing while I roll an
I don't
opposed
know,
pilot
mine-
check to escape.
Just to remind you that they were taking pot shots at you.
I
But
know.
now that your weapon is disabled, they might take the full arsenal, which is more
I'll
than
just
one
roll to
weapon.
fix it again.
I mean, you rolled a 10, so I'll give that to you, right?
Okay. Alright, so the gun's good?
I mean,
So
unless yeah,
7.
unless you double repaired, you didn't have the point.
7 plus my pilot skill makes it an 8.
So yeah, you guys got one escape with they just rolled a 7.
Okay.
Total.
Oh, thank God.
So
okay.
one more and we're gone.
Well, well, first of all, how do you
That
guys...
could be read 2 ways.
First of all, how do you guys get those points for all this stuff? Let's go over how many points you have. And
I mean, we
who's doing
literally have 4 command points for not even using.
what. Departments. Let's
Can
start.
we even attempt to?
Okay. Because you're doing a
Okay.
bridge action.
So the only thing we're doing that costs command points is escaping, which costs 4. He reduces it by 2. Because of my talent, we get 2 points automatically.
Out.
His deal with a thing
Okay.
costs 0 command
Okay,
points.
so your comms action. Oh yeah, and then you also have like your comms is doing nothing, your gunner is doing nothing, and I guess you're acting in. Let's see. So you are dealing with crisis, which costs nothing. Repairing stuff is an engineering action. That's emergency repairs. But sure, you dealt with the computer, just rebooted it.
Yeah.
And so on. I think you have like 3 points still floating about. Not sure what you could do.
We can't do anything. And actually, technically, I can't even. What I've been doing this round is not that. What I've been doing this round is keep it together.
I think that's an instance. You can do that and support the magnet. Not sure.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't.
I'll give it that. You can just use it whenever, and it doesn't. It's on top of things.
If we have 3 points floating, it doesn't even matter. Because it only takes 2 for me to do my action.
And there's nothing else any of us can do.
Yeah. Well, normally it costs 4, and you can do one. Actually, you can't do that again this turn.
Oh, you could technically damage control with 2 CP.
No, but then means you'd be doing engineering, so that would mean that this department is not giving you that one floating thing, so it would be just 2, and then you could do
Yeah,
boost
it's the action
engines.
economy.
You do boost engines. Ship speed increased by 2 until the
3
start of the next
CP,
turn.
emergency repairs.
Yeah, again, Devon was not actually acting within the engineering department.
We've all acted, so let's just go to the next round,
Yeah.
and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there.
Alright, so we're still running then? Like the
Yeah,
the
we're
recorder?
the option. The question is, do they blow us up in the
No, I mean the
heads?
recorder.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
because this is where it all comes down.
Alright. Mother will point out over the comms, you know, in retrospect, maybe investing in that immortality technology and taking that technology earlier might have been a more prescient move, Captain.
Not the time, Mom.
also, I don't think the immortality tech would have prevented us from this.
It means that there would have been a backup buried somewhere for you.
Depends on what kind of immortality you get. If it's something that gets uploaded somewhere, maybe, but...
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Backups. I just want backups of you dickheads.
Okay, so I guess I will just fire all guns on you.
Oh god!
I mean, what else would you
no.
No?
Literally no one is
I'm open to suggestions.
No fire, by
No, do it.
They
it.
literally just want to destroy
Nobody
us.
plays Pokemon by switching their Pokemon out. They have their one superpowered starter and they hammer the hardest attack button, Peter. Do that.
Let's do this one roll. Oh, that's an 18.
That will hit.
Yup.
How many guns do they have?
They have 2 plasma beams and a torpedo launcher. That's a standard heavy frigate.
That's
thing.
so good.
Okay. So I guess
We fucking
if
left
you wanted
the
to negate
non-PvP
this,
area.
so if you wanted to negate it, I guess it would be one of those hits gets negated, or how does this work? I don't know.
Just roll.
Let's see.
Give me the overall ones.
Yeah. You got.
We'll take.
It's an attack or a hit. So if you're firing all guns as one attack, we can negate the attack.
Okay. So that's 7 on one thing. That's 6 on another, so 13. And do 3d8. Ugh. So 8 and 3 and 6. That would be 17. So that torpedo by itself will take you down.
So like 30 damage.
No, we're taking a crisis to alleviate this salvo.
Okay.
And we're going to
Really?
hope it's not the engines.
You can just negate the entire salvo.
Instead of accepting some particularly gruesome hit or disabling attack, a PC can choose to accept a crisis. The attack or the disabling hit is then negated with no damage done.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I would have thought for sure that
Well,
would be
see,
one.
this makes it more interesting for the
This
PCs.
stops ship combat from being over. That's a standard NPC.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. So
This makes it
shall I
Star
roll the
Trek where
D10?
panels
Well,
explode.
now the captain wanted to do something, so why don't the captain roll the d10?
Engines down.
See what your fate
Yeah,
is.
here we go.
It's an 8 again.
8 again. System
Random
damage.
system.
Uh-oh.
So now Peter rolls.
Oh boy.
Let's see what everybody was
This is going to be
thinking.
so poetic. Well, you know what the lesson was? Never
4.
try not to make a
1,
buck.
2. Amphibious operation. So you guys can't land anymore.
Now it's our turn.
Yep.
How about we leave? How about we leave very, very fast? In fact, how about you boost the engines before we do that? Because we
Where's the
desperately
command
need to
points
make
coming
this roll.
from?
We have tons.
Okay.
We have.
From the start.
Alright.
So you're doing bridge, you're doing captain. Comms is not used. That's 1. Gunnery is not used. That's 2 points.
I
Alright,
give
so
2.
I can
You give
boost
2,
engines.
so that's 4. You take something down by 2.
For 7.
7.
Not 8. I need to get an 8.
You're
I
going
got
8.
7.
Nope.
Unless my equipment that I bought before character creation gives me a +1 equipment bonus.
Nope.
By
Your lucky
transcending
dice,
tools.
don't help you. They'll make a whole movie about your lucky dice and where they came from.
Fucking mother, a Star Wars story.
Okay, that means you need to support department on me.
Okay.
Roll off.
Captain, there is no spare power for the engine system.
Expert.
Yeah, but thank you.
They got a 10.
You have a very large.
Yeah! No. Same roll.
Nope.
I'm just gonna say we all die here. I think that's
I
fine.
mean, no.
I mean, we gotta keep going. Let's
You
go to
still-
the bitter, gross end.
Wait, what's our speed?
Your speed isn't
Oh, it's not like 6, so...
either like 2 or something. Okay, well, top
They
of
get
the
to fire
round.
again.
Yep.
Fire all guns. Yeah. 9. They have +8 to hit, I think.
They hit.
On top of everything.
They hit. They need to roll 7 hits.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think.
they hit.
Okay.
These more
Steven's
think
turn to
crisis.
roll for the crisis.
Oh boy. What's a 10?
10. VIP Imperiled.
That's one of us!
Should be demonstrated a random PC or important NPC. The victim must immediately roll a physical saving throw. On success, they
I'm
will
gonna
have...
fail, they're mortally wounded.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Alright, so there's 4 of us and the robot.
Well, there's also there's one NPC on board. But,
Who?
well, he's,
Soldier 01.
What? He's on board?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still here.
I mean, you didn't strand him
we
there.
have the war bot. We
It's
have
us and the warbot.
And
Soldier
Soldier-
01 isn't
Soldier
doing anything
01.
useful.
So 1 through 5 on a 6 reroll.
Alright, sure. I was gonna say 1d4 and keep
on a 6.
away.
It's
Okay,
Kevin's
so-
character in the
One,
cryo
two,
Stasis
bay.
pod.
Lord.
1, 2, 3, and 5. So, I guess Soldier 01.
Oh no!
We've been skating through this by the skin of our teeth.
This is amazing. We might just escape.
Where's your 50% now, soldier?
Oh, noob.
Who the fuck is Soldier 01?
Well, what's their saves? 14 plus. How do they roll saves?
They have to roll a d20
14.
and 14 plus.
That'll do it.
To lose half their health. But they're also below half of their
Just
health
half
already.
of their current health.
I think half of the...
Their
half
hit
the
points,
max.
not their total hit points.
I think that's always half of their max hit points. So, Soldier 01 goes...
No, they just lose half of their current hit points. It doesn't say max, it says half their hit points. Their current hit point number.
Their... I'm just going to say that Soldier
Yeah,
01 has
he's
been
an NPC.
mortally wounded.
I don't care, but when it comes to us, fuck you. I don't care about Soldier 01, but one day this rule might apply to me. On that principle, go fuck yourself.
So, as you're just standing there, one of the...
A console explodes.
Yeah, poor Soldier 01 just gets fried and, his light goes dim in his eyes.
Captain, I have a status update.
Not now, Mom.
We've earned back our 50%.
Okay. Our turn.
I guess it is your turn.
Same plan. Boost engines,
Boost
support,
engines.
escape.
I got a 6, not an 8, so I didn't boost.
Jesus Christ, Evan.
Go, Tyler.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 last turn. I rolled a 2 and a 2.
So that's a 12 total.
8 plus 4.
And then 12. And then
12 to
3
12.
extra for your speed.
No, I included that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's 12 versus 12. Do you have to beat it, or... On the win, all enemies should get 1 point of escape.
Yep, nope, they get to fire again.
Oh
Did not
boy.
win. Maybe I should, change this music up.
Duel of Fates.
Class drop. Starship Troopers.
I know what Clandathu drop is, Peter. Don't tell me.
Devon, you went to Catholic school.
God,
Thanks to Call to the Line. Okay. Fire all guns. That's a 14, so that's a hit.
I don't even know what you roll. There's only one.